Alright, so welcome to another walking vlog. Today we're starting out near Yakuin station, and we're gonna head through some parts of Yakuin, Imaizumi to Tenjin. And yeah, as you can see here, this is the subway station on the right, and there's also the Nishitetsu station just up ahead. So the subway here, this goes to Tenjin, or it's the Nanakuma line. It goes through western Fukuoka. Also, it will connect up to Hakata Station, probably beginning of next year, I think it's going to happen. And the Nishitetsu station goes to Tenjin and as far as Omika. So cool. Quite a few places. So if you notice, there's a lot of chain restaurants around the station. So McDonald's, there's some coffee shops and Moss Burger, and some family restaurants around this area. There's a lot of cheaper places to eat around here. It's usually very busy this time of day, so it's around 6:30 on a Friday night, just after everyone is finishing work and heading home. So that's why the street is quite busy and why the station is so busy at the moment. So we'll just head this way and head through some of the back streets, so you can see some different things around the city. So yeah, this is very nice here, just walking through under the trees. It's like such a relaxing area. There's some seats, you can have a seat, sit down here, have a coffee, something. And yeah, we'll just continue on through. So this will take around, I guess, 10 15 minutes to walk into Yakuin, from Yakuin to Tenjin. So it's not very far. And if you notice, there's a restaurant on the left there, and some shops just across the street. There's a lot of smaller, independent cafes, restaurants, and shops around here. So it's worth coming for a look. Before COVID, they used to have an event once a month on a Sunday. I think it was the third Sunday of the month, called Salu, where around 20 or so of the cafes and bars and restaurants would be open, and they'd all selling drinks for about 300 yen, which is just over $2. And they had a map of the places that were open, so you could go and check out new places and see what you thought of them. And it was just 300 yen in each place for a drink, so it's very cheap. They also had live music and I guess smaller plates of food, so you could try a lot of different things. Hopefully it will start up again soon. Now the COVID restrictions seem to be easing in Fukuoka. If you notice and look around the street, most people are still wearing masks, but actually recently the government has said that we don't need to wear them outside if we are not in a crowded area. So it seems like things are starting to relax a little bit here. So yeah, hopefully a lot of the events will continue to keep starting again. It seems there's been a few things the last few weeks, which is great. Also, from next month, from the beginning of June, tourism is also starting again in Japan. So I guess that's good news, even though it's still very with a lot of restrictions. I think it's only I think it's 98 countries are allowed to come, but there are certain restrictions. Some countries have more than others, and if you were fully vaccinated and test negative, you can come through without quarantine. But I think there is still some quarantine for, I guess, if you test positive or possibly if you haven't been vaccinated. You should really check that out with the airline companies and with the government websites, as these things often change. Um, Also, from the sounds of it, it's only small tour groups that are able to come in. So I think you will have a handler at all times, which doesn't sound that great to me. So maybe it's better to hold off on traveling until things relax a little bit more, as I think one of the interesting things of traveling around Japan is exploring on your own and getting new experiences, I think, rather than being taken everywhere. But if you're desperate to get in, I guess it is possible from next month. Okay, so these streets are very narrow, so you have to be a bit careful with the cars sometimes going through here. But, as we get closer to the city, you'll notice there are more restaurants and shops either side of the road. Um, Actually, there's a small shrine on the right-hand side here. I'll just give you a quick look. You can see some of this in the city center here. And so here, even in the middle of the city, there are lots of small shrines hidden away that you can, if you're exploring, you can often find. Okay, so as we head here, now we're kind of heading through the edge between Imaizumi and Kego, and now there are a lot more small restaurants and shops, independent shops that are around here. So on the right-hand side, there are a few fashion stores and a bike shop here. So have a look at some of these. As we continue on, I'll show you. There's a good Brazilian restaurant further down this way. It's like a kind of like a large barbecue style place where they have the meat on large metal skewers and take slices off that you can eat. It's a all you can eat style restaurant, so there'll definitely be enough food for you. This area is a little bit quieter after the pandemic, but I think hopefully this is also starting to pick up. I think there may be some new businesses. So just on the right here, this is Zakaya. This is a new place. I haven't been here. There's a few other places in this building, but yeah, I haven't been to that place yet. And as everywhere in Japan, you've got the convenience store on the right. So is I guess always useful if you need to pick up a cheap drink or snack. They're always good for that, and also the toilets are free to use, and 90% of them have toilets you can use, so it's always helpful. Okay, so we're pretty much heading into the center now. Just here on the right, this is the Brazilian restaurant, and here I'll just stop and show you. You can see where the entrance is. So here you can see with the green sign is the Brazilian restaurant, and it's up the stairs. And just across the road on the left is a yakitori restaurant, like the meat on skewers, the Japanese style place, which is also a very good one. Okay, so now we're in like into Tenjin. So this is the just heading into the main part of Tenjin, and so here you can see there some cafes and things around here, and now the streets are getting a lot busier. So like what was that, just maybe around 10 minutes to walk in from Yakuin station to here, and around this area there's lots of bars and izakayas and lots of different things here. Okay, so we need to try and get across the road at some point. So let's see, looks like the lights are changing, so I wonder if I can get across. Yeah, let's risk it, let's go across here. So you shouldn't really do this, but these lights take quite a long time, and there's nothing coming. I'm sure it's okay. So across this side of the road, we're just going to take a right up ahead and go into Daimyo, and I'll show you some restaurants and things in this area. So the streets are just starting to get quite a lot busier the last couple of weeks. It seems like everyone is relaxing and going back to normal a little bit, which thankfully is a lot better, I think, here. Okay, so we'll just take this right here. And as we head down here, there's, first of all, there is a Thai restaurant on the right hand side, and I think this is the best Thai place in Fukuoka. It's just through the door and downstairs. And next to it is like the kebab bar, Amples. So here you can get a kebab and a drink for around about 1,000 yen, I think it is. And as you can see here, there's loads of independent fashion stores, small cafes, small restaurants. Yeah, this area, there's so many places to explore here. I'm sure you can find some things that are interesting for you here. Like there's like used clothes shops, and also some other like young fashion. Some of it's expensive, and there's lots of little alleys to explore. We'll just have a look at this one. So at the end of this is an Okinawan restaurant, which is really cheap. I'm not going to go down there today. Maybe take you some other time. So yeah, so this is we're heading right into the center of Daimyo now. So I think I will end the video around here. So if you like the content, please hit the like button and subscribe to the video. And if there's anything else you'd like me to film, please let me know. Okay, so thank you for watching, and see you again soon.